God. I can't tell you how many scars I've ignored on my kneecaps or how many calluses I've created by marrying my hands together. I can't tell you how many days I've struggled to choose you over what I am hearing because man's ideas speak louder to me than your silence. Dear God, I can't tell you how relieving indifference is, or how words like deism have crawled their way into my vocabulary. I can't tell you how many scriptures I've forgotten, or how your will and coincidence are beginning to sound synonymous. Dear God, I know you expect me to hold myself to a higher standard, but tell me, what do I do on days when church feels more like a dying tradition than a living experience? When singing hymns with the choir feels a lot like reading a movie script? When man's theories feel more real to me than your miracles? I don't doubt your existence. God, I question your involvement in my life. Dear God, forgive me, but I don't know if I can trust you. How to become a shapeshifter? Step 1, sweep up all the pieces of yourself after having your spirit broken. Pick out the biggest shard of insecurity you can find and slowly, painfully carve a grin on your face so they grow accustomed to the smile they see every day. Step 2, break a mirror and look into it. Realize that every crack you see is a reflection of all your flaws and imperfections. Understand that your kaleidoscope personality doesn't make you unique, it makes you different. Step 3, zip your lips together and don't open them unless you're sure you're saying something they want to hear. Their opinions far outweigh yours, so never say anything that will scratch their feelings too harshly. If they ask for honesty, dress your lies in their Sunday's best and say you're telling the truth. To be honest, they won't care, they'll buy it anyway. Step 4, they'll tell you that false confidence is a noose that chokes out individuality. Don't believe them. False confidence is actually a fashionable scarf if people don't know that it's a knockoff from eBay. Keep it around your neck at all times and never, ever show them your receipt. Wow. For years, I've lived with this idea that I was born to give and never take. Like Rudy Francisco, I found myself being quiet in places I should be loud and loud at times I should be quiet, all to please people I've had no profound interest in. I'm sorry, but for years you've been speaking to a shapeshifter. I've been lying to you, and I'm ashamed to say that you've met the wrong person, so allow me to reintroduce myself. Hi, my name is Christopher Quentrell Collier. I was born a Leo, which apparently means that I'm destined for great courage, but to be honest, I'm scared of a lot of things. I'm afraid of being subpar and letting people down because they expected so much more from me. I'm afraid of picking the wrong side and getting outcasted because I chose to be an individual for once. I'm afraid of being forgotten and having to replace a friendly presence with an empty memory. And yet, despite my unhealthy desire to please everyone, my biggest fear is growing up not knowing who I am, what I'm capable of, what I believe. I'm afraid that one day my future kids will look at my x-ray and realize that their father lacks a spine. That they'll hear my heartbeat, my irregular heartbeat, and know that's because my heart is too anxious to trust itself. That they'll see ignorance serving as crutches for weak legs because when I was young, I chose to stand for nothing and fall for everything. I hope one day to use my writing as a tool to build up my confidence so that soon I could have a character so iconic it becomes the 8th wonder of the world. So when you ask me why I chose to write and become a poet, understand that it's not simply just a hobby for me. It's the only way for me to tell if I'm truly making any progress. Warning, use with extreme caution. Overstimulation may result in the following symptoms: manic euphoria, a distinct sense of invincibility, and an inability to recognize false pretenses. Several other minor symptoms include confusion, bouts of jealousy, insomnia, paranoia, and poor judgment. If you experience any of these symptoms, call your doctor right away, as these changes can become habit and lead to permanent scarring of the heart, soul, and or mind. To the labels that never fail to look me in the eye and shake your heads in disapproval, warning me not to become another statistic, another lost cause, I'm sorry. Perhaps I should have listened to you. But see, now it's too late. My room is foggy and my lungs are dry from smoking so many false promises, each cloud serving as a reminder that I made a mistake and going too fast, too soon. Luckily for me, I'm too far gone to notice the regret. My mind is still numb after popping countless pills of misguided affection, and my sense of discernment has been clogged up ever since I snorted my first hit of good times. No, now my only problem is achieving that wondrous first feeling again. I'm scratching on walls until my fingers bleed, begging on corners until someone sees, changing my character because I aim to please, all to relive that wondrous first feeling I had with her. When the realization that I liked her caused everything to make sense to me, and her presence was the only gravity I needed to keep me from floating to cloud nine. When holding her hand sent chills up my spine and kissing her set me on fire, when making her smile was, honestly, all I wanted to do with my life. I stopped praying because her word was the only religion I believed in. I sipped her influence like communion at church and got drunk off her potential. And instead of taking my keys, she offered to let me drive. It was amazing. But it's not the same anymore. The high feels distant, unattainable, gone forever. There are days she lets us show signs of coming back. The buzz of old memories like secreted to my bloodstream, and I'm eager to chase the high again, hoping that this time I'll actually catch it, but I never do. I'm out of ideas now. My contingency plan was to start wearing my heart on my sleeve so that the next time that I saw her, I'd give her a hug and hope that maybe she might think that it meant something, but it broke before I could show her. You see, the minute she started preaching her gospel to someone else and let them get drunk on her influence, much like I did, my heart screamed like shattered glass and bled its sincerity all over my hands and arms. So forgive me if you still see a few smudges on the shirt of a substance abuser. I haven't gotten around to washing them out just yet. I know it sounds foolish, but I'm doing my very best to delay laundry day in hopes that someday, preferably soon, she noticed the stains on my shirt and asked how they got there.